gonna lie, that was kind of BS. Uh, wow. It. I don't know what happened. Did not start things on YouTube on the tab. Instead, it started it on a new tab, getting a new stream. And I don't know how, because I selected the option, but maybe it didn't save or something. I don't know. Maybe I did something. I don't know. A Starrail stream under Triple Z, which is not ideal at all in any form or fashion. Hello?
The characters you're playing as are drug addicts. All the characters you play are drug addicts.
I suppose that's possible.
There ain't no possible it is. The evidence, the gotcha.
It's over.
Perhaps.
I know perhaps it's a yes. I'm just being honest. I know everything clearly. I'm a conspiracy theorist channel.
You know, the
That are
drones
the
in
water
the US are from the lizard people.
Did you know that actually Elon Musk is the son?
Is the concert starting?
That would be yikes if that was a conspiracy theory.
You know that's probably conspiracy theory.
Fully.
I can't believe Elon Musk's the son.
He is the richest man in the world, but he probably thinks the world revolves around him.
We think too much. $18. $18 to do what? To spend money for a WWE game. Why? Because I have nothing better to do. You should. Oh,
could go towards a Tesla.
Why the fuck would I pay for Tesla? I don't even have a driver's license. Give me a car. Things better be GTA. Damn. Damn.
Damn.
I'll just keep drop kicking this man. How the fuck do I uppercut?
Ooh.
All right, there we
Push
go.
your arm forward into their.
I did a bit of the story of this game's gonna be fucking cringe as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Stop drop kicking him. Holy shit. That's like the only thing you know. Years, I swear to God. This is why you got allegations, bro. Thank you for doing the uppercut.
What's the name of the guy you're uppercutting?
No, I'm talking about the guy playing ass.
Oh, I see.
He did have allegations. Then he got released from WWE. I'm like, damn, this guy's in this game 2024. How did this shit happen last? Oh wait, it is. You see what I did there? Don't worry, they won't know. Yeah, what they're gonna do? Sue?
Oh, I messed it up.
Dumbass. So, I got bored and decided to play some Phantasy Star Online.
How did that?
You know, it's a lot better than I expected. I mean, it was never bad when I played it.
My brother played it. We used to
Nobody's
play
surprised.
the non-online one. I forget what it's called. The one that was on like GameCube or something.
Yeah, probably called Fantasy Star.
Yeah,
It's you want me to describe it?
the online one.
It's basically the better Tower of Fantasy.
Believe that. That's not too difficult.
I mean, it's technically came out before Final Fantasy. The fuck? Ah, that's what you mean, game. You don't explain shit good. You explain it like a 5-year-old.
You know, if you put these two blocks together, you get red.
This is why I can't say certain words because I might hurt feelings of them. And the parents will call me at fault. This is why I don't have a renovation company. You saw what happened. I ain't gonna lie, some of those people were kind of nasty. I was like, what the fuck?
Actually, had to take a vacuum cleaner to the windows was kind of concerning.
Dude, you don't understand. The last one I did, I fucking had roaches and shit because apparently the person who had who rented it out for some some college students and shit.
Oh.
It had like so much roaches, it was nasty.
Oh.
I'm like, damn, I can understand why you feel like this, bro.
That is pretty nasty.
That was really fucking nasty. I ain't gonna lie. I was able to clean it and restore it. I only got I wish I got paid around 5,000. It was on 4,000. But I guess I'm a hater.
Only that was real money.
If only God. If I was a streamer who was actually famous, oh yeah, it will be real money.
Just through a sponsorship.
They don't like my ass enough. That's all. To a lot of companies that deserve it.
The Showdown.
Yeah, Jesus.
This Fall Guys, they finally added Triple Z.
Yeah.
I hope so. I wonder why this character isn't playable still though.
I question that for a lot of gacha games. And then I remember they're gacha games, so they're half baked.
Triple Z's definitely far from half baked anymore.
I'm not saying, all gacha games, I said most gacha games.
Well, yeah, I mean, most gacha games are crappy mobile games that...
Like, I was having conversations with Flo about this. Like, if gacha games weren't gacha games, half these games would be actual games.
True. Oh, wait, what? Mach?
I don't like that.
Mach 25? Oh. Oh.
Oh, what happened?
I think this requires multiplayer.
Bro, are you acting like you about to lose? Remember last time we played that shit? I was like, oh yeah, you did kind of suck. But yeah, you know what? Maybe you have a good reason to feel like this, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, Celeste, Well, I actually play Fall Guys. That shit was boring as fuck.
What?
Dude, that shit was kind of easy, bro. The way Guac and Cam were trying to hype that shit up, I looked at them and was like, don't ever do that shit again. That was disappointing. Ugh. like I said, if gacha games weren't just like gacha games, some of these would be full-fledged games that would have more than just two abilities you focus on and then an ultimate to wait on. Think about it. I'm not wrong.
How did I lose?
Existing.
Exist? Really,
What
after
else?
getting a score of 6,000 without touching any items. What the hell?
I mean, you know what would you do if you had a gacha game? What would you improve in a gacha game?
Hmm. Huh. A hard question. No! I can't yell. Hope I unlock something. A way to improve a gotcha. Just not having gotcha. I think that would be the biggest improvement ever.
I would agree, but there's a reason why it's a fucking genre.
Yeah, but
Just put it like this here, Celestial. That's impossible. Especially in the market of China. And even if we kind of take it away, there's still games that have far worse mechanics for a free-to-play. And they die quicker than gacha.
you know, I play this for a limited amount of time. Are you serious? Oh, that's BS. Complete. You know what? Actually, be a great way of removing problems with gacha. Just all around not having dailies.
That kind of
No incentive to play every day, except then they're forced to actually add longer content and not inflate the story.
I can believe that.
Because, I don't know, I feel like the reason why stamina is a thing is because China has laws around how long you play a game. So that's why.
And this is why no one respects them.
I like Europe's approach. Just you get a message after X amount of time, and then there's more messages that's required in games for a certain amount of time to tell you that you've been playing this long.
I can understand. It's like, some people like maybe be on the computer too long.
Right.
I can understand removing stamina. Some people can basically do whatever they want. Honestly, I like the idea. Well, of course, China's gonna be like, I don't know, guys. You've been staring at those polygons for a long time.
Too long. And the cheese? What the? How's it going, Hoy? My cat.
What do you mean you think? They do this every time. That's why you get your ass scratched.
Earlier, I let him out. Then he clicked that. And then he clawed me anyway.
See, then I would have just start throwing hands. It's like, all right, motherfucker. This is how we're gonna do. Anyway,
Um,
who let you cook, bro? Who let you cook?
go back it. Total score of Mach 25.
Oh, fucking my. Uh-huh.
Huh.
I'm just trying to fucking play this game.
Huh.
This game's goofy as fuck on some things.
Which game?
WWE 2K24. I got it on a deal.
Okay.
And I mean, dude, I got it for $18 because you think I'm about to pay fucking $75 for this shit?
I mean, is it actually $75?
It's about like 50.
Ugh.
Alright, let's go check. Yes, I'm an adult, you fucking asshole. Yeah, it's $60.
Hey,
Yeah, you think I'm about to pay that fucking price for a game that's just the same as last year? And I don't buy sports games. This is like my first time, so I ain't getting I'm not getting ripped off. I'm just here to WWE.
www.
NoBitches.com.
www.nomaidens.com. Did you see that short I sent you about the AI?
I heard about that. See, I don't mind it because the way they're using it is not generating. It's more of like, you know, basically, I guess, approving AI and possibly even adapting.
I mean, that's really cool for a game to have that.
It depends how they do it. I think something like Souls like that could be real interesting.
I mean,
'Cause now
imagine
you-
like normal enemies with that too, learning off of your mistake.
I mean, I put it like this here. You gotta, if I was them, it's like you gotta implement it in a way that makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
So let's say for something like I don't know, a typical shooter game. I mean, it's a maybe. Something like Souls, like it could benefit in making every boss unique to others, but I wouldn't want it on every boss because I feel like some should be more scripted. While the ones that are like actual, like straight up threatening and both lore and the game should have that. So however you play the game, they're gonna be like, "All right, bitch, I already know how you work." But I don't want it to a point that you literally have to just.
Right. I think it's just good because it means that each time you fight it, it's gonna be slightly different in how it reacts to your actions. Which makes no-hit runs really difficult. How screwed is America? Thankfully we have something called judges who can regulate the executive branch. What is this event? Unchallenged. Actually, I did not look at what this event. Paid electricity bill, which identical payment, friendly support. Art game. Okay, alright, I might do this. You just do chapter. But this was a different event. Oh. Oh my. Oh my.
Hang on, PC may or may not have frozen, and then I have to reset it. Maybe I played too much WWE, so
Not worrying at all.
that's not. No, that was just the first time. Like maybe it's just like something bugged out. It's not like I'm gonna be able to refund it anyways. I probably played at least 3 hours of this game. I don't hate it. It has great character customization.
Unlike Ubisoft game.
I would have said Tower Fantasy, but you know.
Tower Fantasy did have customization.
Yeah, it had good, decent, and then the rest of the game fucking sucks.
That's a different story.
I mean, okay, back to the AI. I think the AI thing is probably one of their best like thoughts because it could really work. It's just, as I said, if it's to a point, depending how they do it, if it's to a point that you might have to literally play the game differently, you know, I don't know if I'd be completely happy about that.
Definitely makes no-hit runs difficult for the people that do that.
But if it's to a point that it's still like you still have a chance and all that,
right?
I'd be fine with that. But hear me out. If they're able to do that for bosses, they should be able to do that for any AI companion.
Yeah.
I feel like throughout, and instead of it like be throughout the game, I feel like the boss will adapt when they're in your current light. I feel like that should be also the thing too. I don't want this to be like I've been watching you since you started the game. It's like, bullshit, motherfucker. You don't even have eyes. All you have is gobbledygooks. You know, I think if they do it like that, I think I'll be more like really interested in it. It's one of their more better ideas, stuff like using AI art. It's something that I'm willing to see. It's just got to get tested more and more.
You mean AI generated textures and levels is not good?
Yeah, there's good reason why.
That's what EA wants to do. They want to make AI generated levels. They just want to get rid of level development entirely. Just AI generate it.
Yeah, and you see the problem that they could probably be like Ubisoft face bankruptcy.
Or worse.
You know what's so sad about Ubisoft now? They're probably relying on Assassin's Creed Shadows to literally save their fucking company.
And it's not.
It's more likely to probably not make a lot of. It's like it's an Assassin's Creed game, so it's gonna at least have a number, but it's not gonna be the number Ubisoft's happy for.
Yeah, they shut down because the game they released from that studio.
I'm looking at this like Ubisoft. How much money did you spend on some of these fucking games?
Oh,
it was like
hundreds of millions of dollars only to
on Assassin's Creed. All you did is just technically took Mirage's engine and all that shit and just added just some stuff in Japan. Like you changed the map, okay, and character models, but it's not like you changed a lot of things,
including all the things they got wrong and had to go back and change.
Well, for obvious fucking reasons. And then. Yeah, we don't even need to explain what the fuck happened to Outlaws. Outlaws was a complete failure.
What?
It's an embarrassment to what they have done. Like, Ubisoft, you have Siege. And apparently what they've been doing is literally nothing with that game. Even though they have updates and shit, it seems like they haven't been doing much shit. I mean, I'm not surprised. I complain about how they mainly been focusing on how to make the game still competitive and yet not really fun for casuals. It's not a new game. It's not a new game friendly game. Even though it goes for sale on like $10 shit, you could probably get for $1 at this point. I can believe that.
You saw just make gacha games and copy Moyo Hoyo stuff.
They wouldn't be successful. Here's the problem. They wouldn't be successful.
That's the wrong.
They don't have a good IP that will be good for gacha.
That too.
They have the Tom Clancy's fucking games like Division, Siege, Splinter Cell, and way more that wouldn't be good as gacha games.
Imagine a Halo gacha.
Microsoft wouldn't do that. Halo wouldn't fit for you. Gotcha. Like the only thing I could really see if they try to do is some fucking classic Clannad ass shit. Maybe it'll work, depending how they do it. But for Ubisoft doesn't have any IPs for any Tom Clancy. What the fuck were they gonna do with Rain Man? They haven't made a game for almost like over a decade. The last one was 2014, and that was Rayman Legends. This man has more show appearances than a fucking game in the last 10 years.
They could make a
remember Beyond Good and Evil? Yeah, exactly. Nobody remembers that shit. I bet they cancel that too. Do I have to explain that Sega's making a better pirate game than they did? And they made Assassin's Creed 4?
They could make a oof, I'm looking at all their games and
like, be realistic here. Like, what IP can really save their ass? Unless they decide to really open their faces and take their heads out of their asses. Like, the one thing I can really see them doing, because they definitely have the community to save their company with, is fucking Siege. If they fully say, alright, fuck it, we have no choice but to make this game actually fun, maybe they have a chance. And then maybe releasing a game that's actually supposed to be fun, like a Splinter Cell good stealth game, the chances are slim though. Because let's be honest here, nobody trusts their asses no more. They ruined their reputation, and that shit was slowly descending. But until it really hit the 2020s, the 2020s just ruined their fucking company.
Next, Rainbow Six Siege character. We're gonna add a samurai.
For the next Rainbow Six Siege character, we are going to be adding an operator who can shoot through walls.
And their bullets home on target.
Not only that, their name is Wax. I swear to God, like, come on, you can't. I'm not even fucking. I swear to God, they would do that
because they can wax your brow.
Land seas, Rainbow Six. Oh yeah, remember Rainbow Six Extraction?
Yeah,
exactly.
I do remember watching a YouTuber play it, and then I clicked off the video.
I played it, and then it was like, why y'all even do it? All right, let's see how many operators they have. All right, y'all motherfuckers. All right, let's go through this. We're about to look at some of these fucking names here.
Going to see me.
Like, let's go to the most recent operators. So, all right, let's say like around 2024. Oh yeah, they only released 4 operators last year. Let's see. Technically, 2 of them are not even. Yeah, we got Strikers, fucking Damos. The fuck is this name? Oh, you're the robot chick who's disabled. We got Fenrir. We got Bravo, Ram, Tsunami. Nah, that's not Tsunami. Sense, Grim, Solus, Azami, Thorns, Thunderbird, Flores, Osa, Amaru, Zero, Malusi, Ace, Oryx, Lana, Wambai, Ali. Fuck this shit. I'm too lazy for this shit. That's how you know I don't really give a fuck. It's like, I already know these operators. But even I'm like, okay, I don't care no more. Like, basically, there's like no content like really worth to go play the game besides, going and get your rank up so you can tell 9-year-olds how much their father don't love them. Because, that's probably what Siege players saying. And probably say a few slurs. Like, there's no other game they really have. Fucking Brawlhalla. How the fuck that that's probably the problem, because they keep getting fucking collaborations with Brawlhalla. They're doing fucking Star Wars, bro.
What the heck?
Who plays Brawlhalla? Be honest.
Nobody. Literally
Like,
nobody.
I swear to God, if I went to Xbox, looking for group, nobody's fucking playing that shit. I could be wrong. Maybe there is a cult following to that game. But at this rate, why not buy Nintendo and actually play the real Brawlhalla? Like, I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but I'm just saying, who gives a fuck? Ubisoft hasn't released any content or game that is like worth like any pound of like full AAA, quadruple A numbers.
True.
And then they're questioning how come we're losing against From Software, and then they got to be reminded they are not him.
No, that's not.
You know what makes it more fucked up? I could play a fucking indie game demo for like over 50 hours over their new Assassin's Creed games, their last 3, and I have more fun playing this than the other one. Like, why would I play like you're like over like 200 hours worth of content of Assassin's Creed when I could just play 1 minute of content of just punching the shit out of a medieval guy?
No, what? I think I should do this quest another time.
Like, if it's like management maybe changed and they like stopped thinking about microtransactions. Like, I swear to God, I feel like the last 10 Ubisoft games has microtransactions. I can't be the only one thinking that. Like, all their single player games, not even just multiplayer, just like pure single player, has all like microtransactions.
Michael Jackson.
Oh yes, I love buying skins for a single player game with my microtransactions.
Ubisoft releasing good game means they actually have to listen to their player base. What?
They don't really
Crazy.
listen. Siege's been out for 10 years. They barely listen to us in that game. 10 years. Unless it's something egregious, and if they do listen, it's usually to the pro players. And you wonder why people don't really want to play Siege, or new people. Assassin's Creed, what the fuck can we do? Stop adding microtransactions. Remember when you actually had to work hard to get cool skins?
Uh,
Oh, I guess we don't like working hard.
getting achievements actually.
I don't even care about the achievements. I feel like we forgot like how like getting costumes and shit in games, you had to work hard or do like some hard task to get it. You know why? Souls games are so fun? Because you can drip out while whooping ass. Because you get rewarded with shit like that.
True, and awards you also do it for questline. There's items locked behind questline.
Like I feel like developers forget we enjoy collecting shit and getting rewarded. Remember cheat codes? That shit's now DLC.
No, not even.
You know it is. Oh wait, you're right. They're like $100 hacks now.
Exactly. Or
Like-
battle passes. They're
Like
just-
imagine if we had cheat codes in single player games just to fuck around and shit, especially those open world ones. Oh, you could fly all over the place. You know, that's why I enjoy Saints Row 4. Like you could just like, as much as people are like, I don't like these like last two before we got the remake. Like Saints Row 4, bro, with the superpowers and shit, have infinite power. Unlike everything at the beginning, sure you don't get the achievements, but who gives a fuck?
Oh,
Infinite ammo.
right.
Like, bro, I'm about to go in.
Their
Like,
destruction, like, could you blow up buildings in that? I don't remember.
Nah, you couldn't. But I mean, you destroy different shit like the aliens and stuff. But bro, like, come on, super speed, flying around like you're that guy. That shit was peak. And people said it was ass. Nah, that shit was fucking good. I miss that shit. You know what we get now? Saints Row, the remake that shut down everything. We complain too much about some games that may or may not be like the original. But let's be honest, not everything needs to be like the original.
The games that's called Twitter, and that's how you get federal charges.
Well, that's what we call modding at the wrong time.
For the
Gotcha
wrong
games. like gacha games suffer with being generic as fuck most of the time. And when you get hit with generic as fuck because you copy a certain game, could copy the same combat as that certain game, and try to do a story that could be rich, but because the gameplay and stuff fucks it up, and the way you make certain things very long, it's kind of ridiculous. I always say, generic gacha games have simple things like this, especially open world adventure types. Open world, I mean, that's given a complicated, long story quest that'll probably give you 3 hours. A basic attack, a secondary attack, an ultimate, and you collect shit, and you have an end game after a certain point. All gacha games that usually has all those things as the criteria.
The end game is very tiny and irrelevant.
Yeah, and depending on the gacha game, you have a 50-50 or you don't. And if you don't, 9 times out of 10 it's ass, or you get a lot of pulls with no issue. But that's rare.
Or you get no guaranteed.
Like, I understand the market. It's an ass market because it's like, I enjoy some of these characters, but your gameplay kind of sucks some of the time. Because it's a basic combat. I wouldn't mind something a little complicated. Or something that has, like, your combat could be simple, but you have so much customization. Let's be honest here. Dark Souls' combat, or just any Souls like, is technically a simple combat. But because there's a lot more to it than that, like the whole rolling, parrying, and the amount of different spells that do different things, and weapons that have different, aspects like range, speed, and, damage, and, crit. You have so much customization.
The problem is 80% of the spells are useless.
Yeah, you can say it's useless for if you're like, oh yeah, if you want the best, but if you're just there to have fun, you can use whatever you want and do okay to decent damage and still have fun. It's not a necessity to use the most powerful shit. It's like an option.
I mean, it is if you only want to use magic. Otherwise, you gotta switch.
I mean, it kind of is if you're doing PvP.
Yeah, PvP is different.
I mean, you're getting into you're playing a hard game, so it's like, yes, you could want to use the best shit, or you could just play the game fun and however you want.
PvP is what ruined Dark Souls 3 a bit. They didn't separate PvP stats from PvE stats like they did in Elden Ring, so that there were spells that were actually good in PvE, and then they nerfed the heck out of them. There's also a sword in one of the DLCs that had 20 durability, so it wouldn't even last, even fighting normal enemies, because it would literally just break after 20 hits. Because it was a good PvP weapon, but they ruined so many things for PvE because they didn't separate it.
And that's why, and maybe certain things like fucking durability shouldn't be in games.
Exactly.
But back to the point, you have a lot of options, and for a simple combat like something like Souls, you have a lot of customization on however you want to do anything. And I think that if you have a lot more customization in gacha games on ways to play it, and possibly actually up the difficulty, because let's be honest here, most of these, unless you're in game, you're just doing the generic, hey, these guys are easy, blow them up, random milf. Okay.
Depends.
Depends. Celestial. I can name. Let's see, Triple Z. You have a milf right now who can basically blow up everything if you're collecting, doing shit, or doing story missions with no issue. It's until you really you actually have to be a little bit careful. Most of the time, either you're dealing with some modifiers that may or may not go against some characters and make some of them powerful, or they have too much health, and you just gotta play your cards right by rotating every one of them with a simple loop of gameplay.
When it comes to calculating hollow paths, many investigators can't even begin to compare to proxies, especially those who make their own carrots. When you think
if I wasn't using Miyabi, because I would say Miyabi's more of a a cheese for the game. They really did not balance her in any form or fashion. As in anybody except Miyabi. Some of the story bosses are actually pretty awful to fight. You actually have to dodge. And then if you don't time it right, even if you're transitioning to another character, you could still have your other characters die because they'll linger on the battlefield for X amount of time, depending on how you transition to the other characters. So it's skill based unless you pay to win it with Miyabi.
Big MILF who can do big damage.
Not really. Because all the characters are viable except in one of the endgame modes. It's just they all play differently, and you have to have the knowledge of how to switch between the characters correctly. But it's gonna depend on the character. Except for Miyabi. Miyabi is just brain dead. You just click one button and
this is why
literally all you do.
The random women who are may or may not be as thick as a MILF that can do big damage.
A request? That's right.
Because there's some characters that do good jobs, and there's characters that are useless after a year.
That's true.
So do I have to explain what they did to most of the characters in your run? Even though they're still viable, some of them are just like, why would you use them?
Perhaps.
There ain't no perhaps, so I have to like name some motherfuckers. So I need to name a certain asshole.
Okay, well, Starro has an inflation issue.
Inflation is an understatement, Celestial. Most of the 5 stars that are like year 1, you don't really use them. When was the last time you used Seele?
I used her the other day and I wanted to jump off a cliff.
How much do you use Jin Young? Even though he's probably still a good unit.
Seele with... Well, I just gotta go back to Seele for a second. Seele with Remembrance TV was only doing about 30k damage on her ultimate.
What the fuck are you even doing? What do you have on her?
My point is, that's a good highlight of inflation right there.
I had like even okay, all right. Let's look at characters that like you just don't ever use after like maybe when you're done with this Jing show. Majority of the fucking 5 stars in the general banner that ain't Bologna or Himiko. Well, it's a maybe. You might use Bailu if you don't have any other healer. Who the fuck chuts Jeopard? And we don't talk about the midget.
Who's actually completely useless. Especially, oh yeah, even in Enforius, he's useless because there's a bunch of AoE attacks on him. Like the archers that do more and more damage.
I mean, well, you could use them if you want to, if you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, but Yangqing is actually just useless beyond a Lawfu.
And not to mention, year 1 characters, some of them are just don't do a lot of damage. Kafka has a good kit, she just doesn't enough damage because, let's be honest here, DLT is not meta.
Yeah,
nor she has any new like sets that would benefit her.
You have to use a black one with.
And even still, it's not enough damage to like be saying you can like complete modes.
You gotta use Remembrance TV with them now. The DOTs do true damage. You put it on Black Swan.
You know, you got a good point there. Why the fuck I haven't thought of that?
And then when Kafta, I tested it yesterday. When you use Kafta's ultimate with Black Swan's Arcana on enemies, it'll still trigger the true damage because it still counts as it being from Black Swan.
But it's like this here. It's like, bruh, most of those characters are kind of fucked. I'm like, listen, I love getting as many MILFs in my team as I need. But I do also like not pulling for every other fucking patch. I think that's the problem with Hoyo games. They put a new character that does too much shit. And then you like low-key gotta get them because if you don't, you won't be able to get the next character. I mean, I guess that's how the system works. And do I have to explain Genshin?
Yeah, don't get me started on Citalia and Mavika's banner. That actually made me angry. I'm not gonna lie.
Who the fuck are those?
Mavika's the fire arc.
All right, so MILF and Grandma.
Except they're both like super meta and they both synergize with each other. So they put the banners at the same time and only gave players 20 days.
I would have probably did it if I played Genshin. But why would I do that?
And on top of that, like Triple Z did a double banner of new characters. But they gave players 36 days instead of 20 days.
Talking for this update or last update?
Previous update.
Yeah, because the other one was free.
Yeah, but he was still on the banner.
Yeah, and he was still free.
They still gave us 36 days.
Yeah, you see the problem with me and Gacha games, like their updates are usually just a month next. That's another problem. And if we really want to pull our fucking plugs, just look at fucking Honkai Impact. I don't think we explain how fucked up that is. Do I have to mention the last 6 years of characters are not viable no more? From like beginning until we really get to like when Kiana got her Hershka Flame, most of those characters are like useless. Like you have to be a hardcore fucking fan and have like them max out to make them somewhat viable.
At this point, it's only part 2 characters and the trio that are useful.
It's more like any character that has gotten some form of new gear from like the last 2 years, it's still viable.
But in defense of Honkai Impact, they frequently give free characters.
They do give free characters, and it's not like it's a nightmare to get characters. If you do all the updates and story and all that, and there's a lot of events too, usually.
And you can craft the stigmas.
And plus, they do give you discounts on banners too.
Yeah.
So I can forgive Honkai Impact just because, and most of the time for exclusive banners, they put them in the basic banner.
That's true. They have gradually done that. Yangqing's the best in the game. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, just like getting shot by a gun heals you. I think Holio, if I was Holio, they should low-key think about a different business practice for their next game. They release another one.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Yeah. If the next one's a fucking Pokemon ripoff, I'm not playing it. I don't give a fuck because it's gonna have the same shit, and I wouldn't give enough of a fuck. I'd rather play Power World. It's like, if you're gonna play a Pokemon game that's not Pokemon, play Power World. Because at least it's a full-fledged game.
That's true. Even more so now, too, with all the updates.
All the updates, I mean, I haven't touched since the new PC, and plus I need to get more storage because I'm desperate. Shit, I need to get 2 terabytes on this bitch. Like, I just not interested in any gacha game unless they meet the criteria of having actual strategizing into the game. Not some like, oh, I gotta be careful when I spawn characters in. Like, you actually actively gotta strategize on where you're gonna do shit. And it has like a free-to-play friendly type thing. That's rare. Like, I could say, you know what, you could play Arknights. Because you know what, there is actual strategy into that game. And you don't need to get all the banners to like beat the game and shit. Now, how much am I really into the meta? I don't know. I could be like completely just misleading you and telling you go play it so you can spend money and be in debt even more. And there's the other one that, you know, not a lot of people know. You know, Olympus Company.
Oh.
Yeah, the one time I talk about that, you have that shit as a category now. One time. And you just like, hey, you know what's out it? Like, 12's been playing it. It's like, he said, good free-to-play friendly game. It's just difficult as fuck because you actually have to play the fucking game and understand what you need to do. Celestial's like
the same 5 characters, but like 20 different versions of them.
Yeah, but it's not like you need them. And plus, like I said, people said it has a good story too.
Yeah, I'm sure. Wait till Abundance comes out, young. Like, it's cheese all over the. What the heck? I'm not even gonna finish reading that.
That's why I was like, I'm not trying to play any game that's really free to play. Because 9 times out of 10, they have some form of bullshit gotcha.
No, Guardian Tales was surprising because all the characters except for collab characters are in the standard banner, and then you can
Right.
select the ones that you want to pull.
I can't play it on PC. I tried to. Apparently, it goes into the Korean version and it says, "Oh, you gotta update this version."
Play it on like blue. You have to play it on an
I'm not
emulator.
going to use any. I'm not about to use. I no.
That's how I play like battle and stuff on PC too. is
Yeah, I'm not
BlueStack.
about to use BlueStacks. I just never liked BlueStacks and how it's laid out.
Oh, it's terrible. I hate BlueStacks.
Like that's why I was like, that's why I was like, I'm not playing Ark tonight on PC unless there's an actual good way to play it. Again, then Google released the fucking Google Play PC beta, and then playing Ark Knights is way fucking better to do that because it's a lot more simpler.
There's a Google Play PC thing.
Yeah. So
I gotta
not-
download that.
not every game, because I try to play Guardian Tales on that shit. I don't think it's updated, but something like Ark Knights, yeah, it's updated.
Oh
So
my
you can
God.
play. Like, let me see what games they have that you can like get on. Yeah, I like it. It's actually good. Like, it ain't complete ass, like as I thought. Because I
Like-
played it on PC. And, I mean, my laptop. You know how my fucking laptop is.
I can
But
play,
it really went in, dude.
play Genshin Impact on it.
Yeah, you fucking psychopath. Oh yes, I could play. What games y'all got? You could play AFK Arena. Fucking weirdo. Dragon Ball Legends. I played that. I could return back to that if I ever wanted to, but I have no intention. Oh, Fallout Shelter. Who the fuck plays this still? Plague Inc.
WWE Supercard.
Oh yeah, that game. We don't talk about that.
Minecraft. Cooking City.
Yeah, not every game I think is on here.
It doesn't look like Guardian Tales is. That's unfortunate. Yeah, the only reason why I used BlueStacks because there used to be another emulator I used was because BlueStacks let me.
So you can play Clash of Clans, Clash Royale,
Ooh,
Angry Birds 2. Yeah, Genshin Impact. Cookie Run. We don't talk about Cookie Run. Yeah, plenty of games. You can play the new Soul leveling game. What if that Soul leveling game's kind of fire though? Oh yes, I could play my favorite game, AFK Journey.
yes. Or all.
Give me Armor G Dash. Yeah, no. And they really do have a lot of games.
Boo. What is and just gotta boo qualifiers? Are we dressing up bangaboos? I just did the tutorial. I will stream on Thursday.
Yeah, plenty of games last year.
Hmm.
And those ones that you just don't click. Because
What do you mean?
those like ones you just see that are like may or may not be AI generated or just have some boring ass gameplay loop. AK gambling.
Like Cooking City restaurant games or Castle Crush or
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Let's
Left
say
to
that. Like,
Survive or
or
Obscura.
drown yourself.
Top Titans.
Yeah, I don't like I said, I played Ark Knights on it before plenty of times, and it's pretty good. Like it's really responsive, bro. You don't really need to worry about much. You can just play all like Ark Knights with like your fucking mouse, because it's a game that it's pretty simple. It's nothing you need to worry about, and it's good quality too. I prefer it over fucking BlueStacks, even though you can't play all the games and stuff. Because it's still in beta for some godforsaken reason. trillions of dollars, and they can't pay more people to fucking get this shit done. It's better than BlueStacks though. I'm not ever fucking using BlueStacks again. One time, it took him one time, and I said, I'm not doing that shit again. The way BlueStacks is like, yes, you have probably more control, but it's so much more just not, it's laid out in a way that's like, oh yeah, here's everything. Figure it yourself out.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's like some people like that. I don't like that. Like I like having a lot of control on my shit. That's why I use Android over Apple. But that was just ass.
NPC.
I say that every day.
NPC.
Ugh.
And there's Gary, the security guard, who is not doing a good job being a security guard.
When will Celestial play another game that he paid for? That'd be entertainment and a let's play. The last time you played a game that you paid for and actually consistently streamed it was Elden Ring.
Not true. Path of Exile, but I haven't had time to play.
Yeah, because it's a fucking psychopath game. Or what everyone likes to call it, MMOs.
Not an MMO, it's a dungeon crawl. An MMORG or whatever it's called.
I'm about to jump out the window. It's just different.
Mostly a single player game.
It's a single player game? I thought that shit was multiplayer.
Yeah, you can play multiplayer, but that actually just makes things worse.
You know, it seems like your type of content. I don't know why you complaining.
There's even a mode called Solo Self-Found, but
What the fuck? I didn't know this was solo leveling in the game.
it literally forces you to never ever be able to do multiplayer. You can't even trade with players, but it screws with like drop rates and stuff. I don't want to do it because it makes
This man
items
would be
even
willing
more
to do
rare.
hard mode, hardcore modded Minecraft that can destroy his world anytime. But when it comes to that shit, he's like, nah, that crosses the line.
Because Path of Exile is quite the time commitment. And the item drops are already terrible on Poe 2, so I don't want to make it worse.
Yes, he would just lose his arm and leg. I know, I didn't know it was all about that. But why would I care? I play Smite. I need more hobbies. I haven't touched Smite in a couple of days because I've just been playing other games. Unironically, I want to get more into fucking Fantasy Star because I think that could actually be a fun game. The customization in that game is actually a lot more interesting than I expected.
Fantasy Star 2? Or sorry, Fantasy Star Online?
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. Like it's kind of good.
Oh
Like
my god. This is?
like unironically, like the hairs, like yeah, there ain't a lot of hair you can do. The hair thing kind of sucks because you don't really get that many options. But the like you shaping your character's face and body is pretty detailed.
What the heck is this?
I say that every day. Every time I go
Oh.
outside, some random dog comes up and I say, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
And it goes or.
And then I put it upside down. And then the neighbors look at me and I look at them and was like, "Why you have your dog out here in my yard, my backyard specifically? You don't own this property. You don't own this dog, but it's in my property. Finders keepers." But yeah, like I said, the character creator is pretty detailed. Not only that, there's like different classes. I think there's like a total of like what 6 to 8 classes. So you can literally throw hands, fight with your swords, daggers, be a fucking mech and shoot people. What else? Be a mage, fucking casual. And like the customization, when I mean like you can customize, you can customize. Like you could be like some fucking human, some weird race, a fucking robot, and I ain't talking about normal robot. Like I mean like a miniature mech. Like there's a lot of like details you could do. It's pretty cool. Like I did it the first time, and my guy looked like the most generic asshole to ever exist. Like I really wanted to like this guy was ugly as hell. I ain't gonna lie. But I was like, bro, you look like you came from 2K20 of WWE, and that ain't something you should be proud of. So I had to fix them up and shit.
I
So yeah, you know, you can customize their biceps, their arms, legs, you know, thickness. So yeah, if you ever want them, you ever want to give your character the opponent achievement, you can.
Yikes.
People say yikes, they say, oh yeah. Or you can make them look deformed. Like literally deformed. Like their body is skinny as fuck. Like they have anorexia. Like they ate like 100, no, they're like 90 pounds ass shit. So yeah, you know, a lot of customization. And I know a couple of years ago they basically switched it so it's like New Genesis. It's like now more open world and shit. And all that. And man, they have collaborations too. Better than fucking Hoyo. I remember years ago when I played it, they did a Konosuba collaboration. And now they recently did a Fear collaboration.
Oh, that. It's very
Yeah,
uncanny.
They really add, like, you can get the costumes and shit from the. But if you ever want to be some sassy elf, elderly, you can now. But it won't bring back the blue hair dude. Mr. Stark, I don't feel too good. Like, they literally, like, have, you can get the hair, you can get their weapons, you can get their outfits. Shit, they even have Stark's scar if you want that.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, it's pretty detailed. And not only that, they have different variants of their costumes, so they have different colors. But the way they do it, I think they like, it's kind of, it's like, because I think unironically, Phantasy Star has a gacha system, but it ain't the like, oh, I don't know if they have it for like pulling weapons or anything. It's mainly just for, what's it called? Cosmetics and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So you can just go
and
and
do it.
And then you can go and play the game. Shit, they give you like a lot of fucking pulls for different gacha. I mean, it's cool. Each day, you know, you do your thing, boom, bam, bow. I gotta still figure out some shit so I can see if this game is worth it or not. And unlike other fucking MMOs, that you have to pay a goddamn subscription, you don't need to pay.
Why? You don't want to pay $17 a month to play Final Fantasy?
Like, that's the, like, why do I have to pay? Square Enix, you make hell of money. Why?
Especially that amount of money, it's ridiculous.
I have over like 24 million players. I'm not about to pay. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck what games you have made. I am not paying. I was like, you just gatekeeping some games that I'm like not willing, because some people are just not able to pay. It's a luxury. Yeah, and it's a luxury that I can go and, you know, smash your mama. But then I'm the bad guy.
Oh.
Listen, it ain't my fault. They should be a little bit more considerate. Make the game, you can still make it so you have to pay the game. Like, we all know they ain't going bankrupt anytime soon.
Oh, that attitude.
Victory's mine.
Yeah, unless they start making everything microtransactions for their single player games, like fucking Final Fantasy Rebirth. Oh, you want to play the rest of the game? You want to play as Cloud? You pay $75 just for that.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they did that shit.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Oh, you want to look at Tifa? You gotta pay another $100 for it. Oh, she's like, oh, you thought all the women are censored because we all know y'all are some fucking weirdos.
Don't be careless.
Major yikes.
And they're not winning. Like, I would play it because it seems fun, but I'm not about to pay a monthly subscription to play the fucking game. That's just a sorry excuse to make money, in my opinion.
Yeah, especially $17 a month.
Like, for a game, it's like, it's already bad now we have to deal with fucking subscription services and shit.
Yeah.
But the ridiculous, like, tiers, especially if you're not rich enough to get out of the fucking ads. Even though they were still making hella money without them.
Yep, it's ridiculous.
We didn't make billions of dollars each year. It was like, you know, this
We're making record profits this year. We're making this features even worse.
Like, listen. Like, Netflix got some shows I enjoy, but I don't be using Netflix. Like, if I was living by myself, no, I'll just go and just watch it in a different website that may or may allegedly not be illegal. Allegedly. Because it's like, bro, like, I only mainly watch the animated shit there on Netflix anyways. Like, let's see, I gotta watch Beastars and Castlevania, and there's maybe a few shows I've still been wanting to watch. All those. Why the fuck would I want to watch that? That's Amazon Prime. Dude, the only thing I watch on Amazon Prime is The Boys and Invincible.
Ah.
I haven't watched the one with D&D. I know people say it's good.
Which one?
I forgot. It's the D&D animated one.
Oh.
Like, I heard people say it's really good. It's animated from what I saw, you know, it's pretty funny. But yeah, I mainly watch The Boys and Invincible because I like both of them. I haven't watched the recent season of The Boys. Been religiously, you know, avoiding that. Like, I mainly use Hulu and Crunchyroll.
Right.
Hulu has majority of shit, but they also have an ad tier. I only use Disney Plus because why would I? And we all know why I use Crunchyroll. That's mainly what I use. Because, you know, even though honestly I probably don't need Crunchyroll, I could go and allegedly go watch stuff on that same website I was talking about, allegedly. But you know, opportunity is opportunity.
The benefit of Crunchyroll is you can watch High Guardian Spike.
The benefit of watching Crunchyroll is it reminds you of how much you do not want to watch High Guardian Spice.
Eradicate all evil. Is the concert? This is
I might unironically just watch that shit as like one of my animes of this year. Like unironically, I could like say it's like, so how was the show? I was like, you know, here I am, guys. I want a season 2.
Ew, no.
Yeah, guys, maybe the feminists were really onto something here. Like, I watched a lot of anime last year, and probably the worst one I watched was Kaleido Star, just because there was so much bullying. But if I watch High Guardian Spice, the bar is set low. I'm just saying.
Look up. I looked it up. High Guardian Space actually isn't rated the worst anime.
There's far worse.
Yeah.
I've seen some worse, terrible animes from different YouTube channels, and like some of them are just like, why?
According to Google AI, Mars Destruction is considered one of the worst animes ever made.
You don't understand, Celestial. When I tell you this shit has worse animation than fucking Blue Lock season 2, it is god awful.
What about how does it compare to Wave House Husband?
I'd rather watch a PowerPoint than that.
Oh,
because the difference is at least there's some entertainment. What that is a colossal fucking failure. It's literally the definition of wanting to literally leave your children for some milk. That's how bad it is. Like, you don't understand. You have not seen a clip of it. I've seen a good amount of clips of it, and it's one of the worst productions I have ever seen. No matter the era of anime, you're better off in watching 60 animes, like 60s, like 1960s anime, and they have better production than that shit.
Stop saying something.
High Guardian Spice is basically Full Metal Alchemist compared to that shit. Blue Lock season 2 is basically fucking Shakespeare compared to that shit. You have to understand. High Guardian Spice failed for good reason. That failed because of laziness.
In pursuit.
Like,
Resistance.
I can't even draw and animate. But the way they did it was the definition of getting fucking what's a good example of it? It's like watching paint dry, but you're covered into the paint.
Oh no.
It's over. Purging
That's how
smoke.
bad the animation is.
Yeah.
It's really saying something.
Heavy attack.
Yeah, like it's like you don't even need to watch it. Just go watch a clip of it, and it's like, okay, that's enough. I learned I found God today, and God told me this wasn't shit.
My blade is already.
Like it's ridiculous, but you know I'm just telling the truth here. Like her Guardian Spice is ass for its reasons, but ass even has some qualities that is just garbage.
Weak spot located. The magic of music.
Like maybe like there's just some shows that I refuse to watch. That's that because it's like what's the point? It's not even a show, it's just like why. And then there's certain shows that I just view as why you exist. Like Redo Healer.
Oh god.
I question every day my existence how the fuck that got an
Only
anime.
option.
Well, the anime is censored compared to the manga.
I don't give a fuck. It's ass. Like there's nothing satisfying of that
My blade
anime.
is
Oh,
already ready to
it's-
attack.
Kind of a horrific plot.
Such provocation.
Like
Don't
listen,
go
if this
unanswered.
was just like listen, I can tolerate a villain.
No time to waste.
But this isn't even being a villain. This is just everyone's an asshole. You don't have characters that you can root for. There's nobody to root for.
Yeah.
People wanna like literally. I don't understand how the show got animated. I knew the show before it was even a show, and I was like, why is this getting animated? Like, I refuse to watch it. I don't give a fuck if people say it's good. It's peak. It's like, no, it ain't. It's like Berserk, but there's nothing satisfying.
Right.
You take away the art, you take away any like sympathy for any of the characters, you take away a good written villain. It's not even a generic isekai either. It's not even an isekai. It's just a fantasy. I mean, if it is an isekai, okay.
Press on.
And yet, I've got to watch a generic 1 season, 12 episode isekai over something as ass as
In
that.
pursuit. Can I
No one can, you can't convince me you can defend the show. Or just that entire novel or manga series, because
mind and body.
what is there to be satisfied? Oh, everyone gets fucked.
Shadowless blade.
Am I supposed to be happy?
Apparently. Wait, hold up. There might be an anime worse than Destruction of Mars. Hold up. There is.
I probably know what it is.
I see a screenshot. Mars Destruction. Oh yeah, that looks terrible.
What's the image?
Send it to you. Just the style's already like.
I already
killing
know
me.
what you might have seen. Does it involve like people holding guns?
Yes.
Is it 3 women holding guns? Yeah.
Their noses and their expression is just.
You don't understand how bad this is animated. This screenshot doesn't do justice of how ass it is. It just tells you it's like you're just getting started. Like if I could describe that show, it's just the saying of check out this cool new move, and it's just nothing but disappointment.
There's some worse. X-Arm can only be enjoyed ironically, which looks like a really early 3D anime. Like, oh
Wait a
no,
minute.
2021. That's not early, but it looks.
Oh, I know what it is. It's basically a terrible animated 3D show.
Yeah.
I've seen clips of it. It's ass. Like Celestial. I don't know if it was a full-fledged studio who did that show, but the people who did Ruby is basically an indie company, and that was better animated. And this is 2014. No, 2013.
And that's kind of depressing because Ruby's not, at least early Ruby's not really animated that well, but you know, indie company, so it's understandable.
It's like they didn't really have funds like that.
Yeah,
I mean, shit, it was animated pretty well because unlike that shit, they got 9 seasons.
that's true. Apparently, oh my god, Warriors of the Wind. Why is this?
So there's probably good reasons why it's bad.
It was
Oh,
the dub was so bad it ruined Nausicaa's legacy for a time, nearly ended Studio Ghibli's international plans before they even began. The true version of the film is now considered a acclaimed classic. Then why is this terrible?
What's the show called? I mean, what's the movie called?
Warriors of the Wind,
When did it came out?
1980.
Yeah, okay, you know that explains everything. I don't need any more information. 1985. Yeah, okay, that dub was ass. I don't even need to listen to it.
Hold up, this image. How is this even anime? This can't be considered anime.
Oh, what the fuck? You tell me. They were dumb.
Read this article, the Abunya sisters were so bad it was canceled after 2 episodes.
2 episodes is miraculous.
Let's see if this is on YouTube or something.
Bro, I don't even want to imagine their voices. Because either they got some deep ass voices or they're going to sound like a goddamn bird in the morning. It's going to be like a fucking chirp bird, too. Chirp.
How is this even real?
That's like the definition of some fucking off-brand ass shit. All right, let me see what the fuck I'm about to see. Like, okay, what the fuck? Yeah, she's stuck in the fucking title. Both the letters are supposed to be breasts. Yeah, okay, great. Fucking great.
Eno Tokarazawa.
Nice English.
An OVA about a creepy dog who's in love with its owner.
Do I have to explain to tell you how that's going to fucking fail?
That's why it's rated really poorly.
Do I have to explain to you that this is literally the definition of, yo, why you live to make this shit? You know, you're the reason why we get anime as weird as fuck to people. Because we got shit like this. What does your sick kinks give you? Oh yes, I love my dog too much.
There's one that's potentially even worse.
I swear to God. What could be worse than maybe loving your dog a little too much?
Wounded Man.
I'm going to leave.
An anime about romanticizing SA.
Oh my God.
It's literally an anime exploitation movie.
So what you tell? Oh God, no! I heard of this shit.
Yeah,
I heard of it because I think years ago I watched a video of it. Not of that, but I think someone's talking about it, and it's just literally just them getting Griffith over and over or something.
Oh God.
You know, what do we succeed? Is like this is supposed for us to learn shit. It's like I think we know are enough. You know, if I want to watch someone do that, I can go read Berserk because at least after that, people get their comeuppance. You fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
That one guy, I really like it for a good reason. It's like there's no good reason for you to like this. It's like I know where you're from. You're from 4chan. You're not even from Reddit. You're from 4chan.
Even worse.
Dude, we think fucking Reddit has like smelly old man. Fucking 4chan has the worst of the lowest.
That's the mic breather.
The mic breathers, bro. They're basically what's a they're like that one guy who got caught, you know, doing the thing, you know, the Minecraft thing. Who like drank too much.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about. You may or may not.
I don't know if I do.
Trust me. I know who the fuck that guy is, and apparently he's been, you know, he was saying some weird, like there's actual clips of him saying some weird shit. And I mean weird shit, some little illegal type shit, like some Minecraft shit with a few people talking to like a 15-year-old boy.
Oh, I know what you're talking.
I saw that. I was like, yeah. And out of anything, I'm more impressed that the boy was like, we're not doing that.
Yeah,
He did something I did when someone said, "You should go. Let's go into your field." Like, I don't know. I was like, what, 6? Even I knew shit was not right.
right.
I'm 6 years old knowing this shit. It's like, I'm not doing that. And you're telling me someone who's probably 45 don't know what's right for wrong.
No escape.
Yikes.
Come on, people. There's a reason why these past few years are just people getting caught doing some nasty shit. You know that man was at a baby party. I will use that joke. Ooh, that was a funny joke. Wow.
Baby oil man.
Man need to take a baby that fucking venom oil away. Like, you know, we clown on like dubs or some subs that suck or animes that just don't got good animation, and then we remember there's actual ass.
Yeah, there's
And then
some
now you
bad
appreciate
stuff
was really a
out there.
god tier animation.
I wonder what's the lowest rated. Just rated.
Like not ass, but not good.
Shelter Heaven tried to shove it in. Oh, yeah, that's the worst rating I've ever seen. On my anime list, it's 1.86 out of 10. On Anime Planet, it's 0.99.
I don't know how you can have a terrible rating like
You know, in 2004, apparently. Oh, they had 2D and 3D, and it was terribly composite. Oh, jeez.
you know, there's a good reason why we don't want to mix both of those things, you know, most of the time.
Same studio that made Mars of Destruction, so that explains it.
That explains it. That's a low key, not a high key. Don't do animation again.
Yikes.
I think we've been a little too spoiled on certain things that, you know, maybe we need to get back to having normal animation, not over the top animation, you know? Have a little reality check now. Not everything's all about impact frames. Why is this man laughing still?
Oh no, this is even the worst rated one, but I don't know how it's not. I have to watch Skelter Heaven because this looks like this is from VR chat.
Oh no.
Called Forest Fairy 5.
Oh hell no. What the fuck? Who the fuck?
Yeah, but Skelter Heaven's still the worst rated out of what I've seen.
Hear me out. That girl solos the entirety of any anime verse. Songjun who? Sun Go who? Wukong who? Some random lolly, some from a terrible rated animated film can beat them. What is Bugs Bunny gonna do? Toon Force? Bitch got Trash Force.
Got the power of the FBI behind you.
It wasn't me, Dad. I don't even know her. Oh, you know what we about to use this rabbit for? Rabbit stew.
Fire support ready.
I didn't talk to her, buddy. I did. And it's like, you definitely did. She said you were saying, let's go play Minecraft. And she called 911. She said you were going to go mine for stuff.
Yikes.
I was just going to mine redstone.
I've got your 6.
For what contraption? For my house that I made out of redstone brick.
Wanna know what
Yeah,
lurks in the dust?
It was the mine in your basement.
Mine in the basement that made the trip worth it.
God.
No fucking no. What is wrong with us? We need help. It's like, oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, I mean, holidays. I do this. I make fucking jokes about fucking people's mothers in different games that I don't like. I make fun of people playing Minecraft to talk to and make mining jokes. I criticize companies, but everyone does do it. But I criticize them on a scale that makes no sense. Half my close are little just insults and questioning their intelligence. But most of the time, it's like, why even do it? I play gotcha games. You're clearly a sin society. It's like, I may be a sin, but I never touched them boys in the church.
Or use baby oil.
Use baby oil. He went to Italy to put baby oil in the holy water. He did that for Pope Francis.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, Barbara, better say thank you, Lord. Alright, bring in the young ones.
Oh gosh, especially with the reputation the Vatican has. That's yikes.
Vatican about to be all older. 5 nights at Giddy's, 5 nights at the Vatican.
Ready with this? Here comes the first.
Instead of it's
Oh, here's the fucking music while he's the what the hell that was? Oh no.
Let's make this quick.
Hey, that would took would fucking hate me if I said that shit out loud.
You
can't say that before to put me out, guys. It's kind of funny though. It's like you need to leave.
Instead of animatronics, it's priests.
Like, bro, no, why is old Francis coming to me? It was like, open the door. I have the holy oil.
It look like the deacons from Dark Souls 3.
Well, I'm about to be looking like a goddamn window goes from until dawn. The fucking skinny ass, lengthy ass motherfuckers.
And then Diddy could be a special, like.
Diddy's just Slender Man, just black.
And then he crawls on the ground.
Bro's really gonna hit us with the. I've been waiting for 4 years. It's like, what you mean by that? I've been holding 1,000 bottles of baby oil. It shows every time he consumes an oil of baby, he becomes even stronger than the sun. You wonder why the sun's bright, every time it comes out the day. It's because it's the reflection of Diddy. He is literally the reflection of the sun. Bruh said he went invisible putting on 100 bottles of baby oil. And don't forget, he's the reason why we got dark.
No.
Why is it dark all of a sudden? Starts playing one of Diddy's songs. It's like, oh, so this is how we're gonna die. With no dignity either. That's rough.
Yikes.
Let's fight side by side.
Remember, people, if you see someone with baby oil, 9 times out of 10, it's not for actually their skin.
Or their the engine in their car. Yeah.
Then some recent thing happened. I think some author, or a world famous author who made a lot of shit for like our childhood and shit.
Oh.
I think it was a guy who did Coraline the book and shit or something. Apparently that motherfucker was a freak.
Really?
Like, and I mean, like a freak. Like this man, like probably did worse shit than Diddy type shit.
Oh, I think I heard about it. Yeah.
Both my sisters apparently watch a video about the things he did, and the things that I was hearing when the first thing they told me, it just made me tell us like, get him, is apparently using butter as lube. Butter. 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 I don't know if it was salted or not, but he used butter. Yeah. Butter. As lube.
Oh.
We thought baby oil was bad enough. But I can't. And apparently having his whatever people, I guess, the people he would do his things as quote unquote pets. Yeah, that's all I know. And apparently he did even more shit. Remember, people, don't be freaks. Well, if you're gonna be freaky, be a little responsible. That's not a good motivation speech, lady, you know.
No, it's terrible. Yes, I do need to end quiet.